Okay, so officially, welcome to the Global Chamber League of Extraordinaries. This is Cesar Trabanco from the Global Chamber headquarters, and I'm gonna be moderating the call today. And for those who are new to the League of Extraordinaries, this is a roundtable type of call where every member will get around 2 to 3 minutes to introduce himself, but more importantly, to let us know who they would like to meet, who they would like to connect with. And so we got a couple of people from Europe I seen here. Why don't we start with Frank? Frank, I've been connecting you to a couple of people in the recent days. So Frank Beckman from Berlin, welcome.
Yes, Tisa, thanks very much for that awesome communication and community work. Love it. And thanks for introducing me. So hello to everybody. I'm Frank from Berlin here in Germany. I'm founder of GVI Investment Advisory. We have the mission to increase the success rate of startups and to de-risk investors, meaning we work on the one hand with innovation, on the other hand with VCs and family offices on a global scale. We have country partners in the US, in Israel, in India, in Dubai, and in China. So we are present in all markets, helping also startups to scale successfully in other markets. What I'm looking for is I'm always happy to reach out to VCs and to family offices, to investors, because we have a highly vetted deal flow at the moment, very exciting and high potential startups at the moment who are looking for funding and have a great story to tell. So that's in a nutshell me.
And that's great, Frank. Any questions? Let's try to use this time for any questions from the audience. And and if not, I guess Frank Isaac should be someone you should connect with. Isaac, can you introduce yourself for a minute? You're on mute. Let's see. I just No, Isaac, we cannot hear you. You need to mute yourself.
Oh, I was muted. Now you
Oh,
can hear me.
Now we
now
hear
we
you.
can. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Isaac. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I'm doing. I think I'm a mentor to people to help them when usually when they come to a dead end and they don't know where to go. And I just show them that they instead of hitting the wall and trying to break the impossible wall, there's always way around, and they can be successful. That's all. But they have to go away, to go out from where they are, from this dead end, and to go to the right place. And I guide them and help them to get to the right place. So that's what I'm doing usually with all businesses. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which business I'm dealing with. And I hope to do something over here and see if I can help you. Ask questions. My job is to ask questions usually.
Awesome, Isaac. So I'm gonna count on you to ask questions for whoever is
Yeah.
presenting today. But for both of you, Isaac and Frank, I know you can help across industries, but are there any preferences when it comes to industry or type or size of companies that you would like to meet?
For
I'm
me,
not
it is
measuring. I'm
okay.
not measuring by industry. I'm measuring by people. There are people who are facing death and will keep on going, even though you warn them that the direction you are going, and they see the death in front of them. They see that they are getting off the cliff, and still will continue. And some people will stop and listen and reflect. And with this, I'm trying to help. It doesn't matter the industry. What matters is the people.
Excellent. Thank you, Isaac. What about you, Frank?
For me, I'm focused at the moment on health tech, on ed tech, and on mobility. Of course, then are my domains. I also have some fintech and others, but this is the emphasis. I'm very much working with on seed stage. Do also some growth consulting, but a seed stage, it's not pre-seed, that's too early. I can't contribute that value. But for seed, going to market, scaling really, getting really into the market and successful, that's my baby. That's what I'm standing for.
Perfect. So thank you, Frank, and thank you, Isaac. I invite you to stay in the meeting and start connecting with fellow members. By the way, I invite everyone to put your contact details in the chat. Make sure your full names, company name, email, LinkedIn, so everyone can continue connecting. And I would like to move now to Melanie. I haven't seen you in a while, Melanie, so it's really great to have you here today. Melanie Fox from Speech Fox in New York City. Melanie, welcome.
Thanks so much, guys. And nice to see you too, Caesar. So I'm Melanie Fox, and they call me Speech Fox because speech is my niche. And I help my clients speak clear and confident English through accent reduction and presentation and interview skills training. And I also do dialect coaching for actors. And it's great to meet folks around the world. I work a lot with presenters, so folks who do keynote speeches in English, especially if English is not your native language, or if you're doing any kind of high-level sales or customer service with, say, an American audience, and you're not from here, and you want to develop more rapport through your speech and presentational skills, that would be great for me. I love being introduced to places that are looking for speakers, and speakers that are interested in speaking in a more engaging and clearer way. So I'll say that large global companies are great introductions. No matter where they are in the world, they may use English as a business language. And I love hearing about food from around the world. So if you want to have a one-on-one and tell me what dishes I should order from restaurants in New York City, which try to do a good job of being international, I am all ears and all stomach, apparently, since I'm hungry. So Speech Fox, accents speak louder than words.
Thank you, Melanie. Any questions?
How do you get your clients from?
I get my clients from a few main sources besides networking. A lot of folks find me on Google because they're looking for the term accent reduction. Actually, accent modification is a nicer term, but accent reduction is the term that most people will Google. Also, I get them from LinkedIn, sometimes HR folks or learning and development folks, or talent development or diversity, equity, and inclusion folks will look for someone like me to help their staff members. I'm also a diversity supplier. So sometimes a state will look for a listing and search for something like adult ESL so that I could help. Like, for example, in New York State, home health aides are a lot in need. The state is in need of home health aides, and a lot of the qualified folks don't speak clear English. So sometimes a consultant or someone searching for vendors will find me there. And more recently, medical malpractice defense attorneys and the insurance companies who pay out if the doctor loses, they will find me if the doctor isn't clear and they're about to go on the stand and be judged by a judge or jury. So various sources, but those are some of the ones that have been bringing me more business lately. And of course, personal referral and networking too.
Every time we connect,
you.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
They are searching you, not you are searching them.
Well, I'm also searching for them, but they, if you said, how do I get most of my clients? So a lot of the clients come to me, but because I, in my business development efforts, try to do the same thing in reverse. I will search for them on LinkedIn or through personal referrals and things like that. So it's going in both directions. But as far as clients that say, hey, I need your help, those are some of the ways that they find me. And also through like sites where they list reviews like Yelp, other Google searches, Google My Business, those types of things.
Thank you, Mel. And every time we meet you, I learned something new about you. I remember you mentioned before about working with actors and sport people. So So can you tell us
Yes.
a little bit more about that? Because you never know who knows who. So
Oh, thank you. So great idea. So in one half of my sort of business development is in the corporate space, but the other half is exactly what you mentioned in the entertainment space. So I look to meet actors that want to speak in any dialect, whether that's an American or British or regional of anywhere. So I love meeting folks that are actors or in the film industry or any kind of performance. Singers, if you know any Korean boy bands, for example, they learn to sing and rap in English. Those are great potential introductions. And folks in sports, because they won't get the types of endorsements if they are not able to speak clear English in, say, a television commercial. Or, for example, I'm obsessed with MMA. So after the fights, sometimes they have an interpreter, and the audience does not respond to the interpreter the way they respond to the athlete themselves. So anybody in athletics, let's say MMA, baseball, soccer, well, football and other outside the US, it would be called football more logically, tennis, hockey, you name it. If it's a sport where there's a big American audience, or English speaking audience, and the player themselves are not English speakers, or they're not comfortable with the media, even if they do speak native English, then that would be a really great referral. And because the Oscars are coming up, if anyone knows Jacques Audiard, who is going to probably win for Emilia Perez, he's not speaking a lot of English on stage. I'd love to help him.
that's awesome. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you so much.
Let's next to you. I have in my screen Tamer Flores from Glow. And Tamer, I know you have a new project that I'm in process of helping you to connect with a couple of people. But Tamer, please introduce yourself a little bit and keep us posted on the latest in your business.
Thank you, Cesar. Hi, Mel. Long time no see. Um, so, well, I'm CEO of Glow. What I usually do is I help companies grow internationally when they really want to open their offices in another country, and not only export import, but open operations. And I help them find everything they need, including um, any lawyers and accountants and HR people, and I do everything until they are up and running in another country. And recently, I have started also because some companies have asked for my help. I have started also a project for finding funds, similar to what Frank does, but mine is starting, and it's a little different because I'm trying to figure out a way to help those companies, but they will pay me afterwards. So that's a little different, and I'm working on that because it's very hard. And we'll see. So I have 2 or 3 clients already, and the companies that are looking for funds, startups, and that need help with that. If you know any, please connect them with me. And also, if you know any company that is expanding internationally, that's what I do. So I probably need Mel's help with my accent, but I think you guys can understand me. So thank you very much, and we'll see you. And happy to hear about your projects.
Thank you, Tamer. If you need help, I need to. So let's make us talk about it. Any question for Tamer?
Yeah, how can I help you with my accent?
So Mel is going to make a lot of money here.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not intervening with the hair business, but how can I help you?
Well, um, let's connect. Let's connect and talk about it.
Hey, I don't have your connection references, so I don't
I
know.
can make that quick intro. Now, no worries for that. I can definitely help with that.
Thank you,
Okay,
Cesar.
great.
Thank you, Isaac.
Sure. Thanks. And then let's back to Europe, and let's go to Mark Flo Martin. And I'm assuming you're in Europe because
I
it
am,
could be
yes.
the case that you're in Brazil. So Mark, welcome. Feel free to introduce yourself and let us know who you would like to meet.
Yes, gracias, Cesar. Yeah, so my name is Mark, and I was born and raised here in Barcelona, in Spain. So I'm based out of Barcelona, but I lived for over a decade in Brazil, and I consider myself Brazilian as well. My wife is Brazilian. I mean, I'm Brazilian at heart, adopted Brazilian. So what I do now is I help companies and investors that do want to do business or invest in Brazil, whether it is with go-to-market strategies, or in M&A operations, or in commodity sourcing and trading, for example. So anyone that needs to do business with Brazil, I'm the man. And who am I looking for? Well, it might be industrial companies that want to expand into the Brazilian market, or it can be some agricultural led companies that want to source and trade commodities from Brazil, or it can also be M&A lawyers or family offices that want to invest in Brazil as well. In this case, I have a specific service for them. It's what it's called non-financial risk report. So I don't lead that much with the financial part, but with the non-financial risk, meaning I do intelligence reports of whether some stakeholders are linked to corruption scandals, or there are some potential regulatory issues. So that's quite interesting as well for investors. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Mark, have I connected you to TXP Partners in Rio?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm gonna make that one.
Good, appreciate that.
Any questions for Mark? And Mark is part of our advisory board in Barcelona. I heard you were meeting Yuka yesterday, right?
And that will be tomorrow as well. So we're working hard to make it happen.
Oh my God! So you're busy. You're busy. So yeah. Any questions for Mark?
What do you need?
Sorry, Zach?
What do you need as a help? I'm not an investor. I'm not going to invest in Barcelona, but I like Barcelona. It's a nice place.
That's fine. It's just I usually help investors that want to invest in Brazil. So I'm based out of Barcelona, but I specialize in Brazil.
I've never been there.
So
I've never been there, although I have a lot of friends there.
Good. So huge, excellent, great country. Great country. So if you ever need some advice, you let me know. What I need, if you guys, for example, know of any companies wanting to do some business in Brazil, or do you have any M&A lawyers or family offices interested in investing in the Brazilian market, let me know.
What's hot in Brazil for this year?
Commodity is going to be hot. Environment is going to be hot. So all the environment issues, especially because there's going to be the COP30 at the end of the year in the northern city of Belém do Pará. So all the sustainability or environmental linked companies, that's going to be a big thing this year in Brazil.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Let's move now. Still in Europe to Rhonda Bowen in Rhonda. You say you're close to, is it Düsseldorf or Cologne?
Yeah, I'm close to Bonn and Düsseldorf and Eindhoven and lots of wonderful places. I live in a great part of the world in Germany, though. Yes. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Appreciate the time to talk. Just to let you know, we're very new to Global Chamber. We just started on January 1st. It was the first business thing I did this year, was become a member of Global Chamber, which is great. We've been enjoying the time we've been spending here with you, and are looking for, at the moment, people who want to help us do the biggest project we've ever done in the time in our business, which is writing a book where each person submits one page and we compile it into 384 pages to support the United Nations in their attempt this year to promote the year of the cooperative. Meaning if we all work together, as we all do so well here at Global Chamber as well, we can make the SDGs, which are set to be accomplished by 2030, to actually become accomplished by that time. And this year, we are helping to write a book about different topics and different chapters. I won't go into all the details. I'll put something in the chat for you in a moment. And you would be able to write a page and support this wonderful thing that the United Nations is doing, and we are supporting that as well. When we're not working on this project, we are working with what we call best professionals, business, engineering, science, and technology, to help them communicate better across cultures, meaning global cultures, as in geographical, where we're all from different places, but also organizational cultures. So why can't engineers talk to marketing people, for example? And those kinds of things, which makes life sometimes more difficult than the global international parts as well. We love doing things as co-created solutions, meaning we bring people together in what we call success swarms and have proprietary systems for helping people learn how they can talk to each other to come to the results that everyone needs. There's not one expert in the room. There's a room full of wisdom and inspiration, which we then use to help people go into action. As I said, today we're looking, I'll put it in the chat in a moment, we're looking for people to help us with our book project, because this year is the year, and when 2025 is finished, the UN will have a new year and a new project for next year. But otherwise, we'd love to talk to people who are looking for ways to work together with others, especially those who don't really understand them right off the bat. We thank you so much for the opportunity to speak today, and look forward to getting in touch with you. I'll put some information in the chat. Thank you very much, Cesar, and everyone who's here.
Thank you, Rhonda. And Elia, I think, is part of your team, right?
That's right, but I don't see him now. Is he still there?
He's here. He's here.
Yeah,
So it would be
very
great. Elia, it would be great to get to know you. Are you also in Germany?
No.
Hi everyone. I'm not from Germany. I'm in Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay.
And we work together with Rhoda. I help with mostly digital marketing and strategy. Yeah, and as Rhoda mentioned, right now we are in the process of doing one of our biggest projects that we would want you guys to partner with us. You can join us and write a chapter in the book. We're doing a collaborative writing of the book. Everybody is welcomed. Yeah.
Perfect.
And thanks for the opportunity to speak. Yeah.
Sure.
And I
But
put the link in the chat where it says book project. You'll get all the details if you go there.
Excellent. And I think I have someone for you, Rhonda, in the Washington, D.C. chapter. I'm going to make that connection. And,
okay. Thank
and
you very
Elia,
much,
we have a small team in Nairobi, so definitely I'm going to make that connection to you to explore locally.
That would be great.
Yeah. Thank you both. And now that last stop was in Africa, let's stay in Africa. And I see Ruby and I see Komi. They were next to each other until Elia came in. So I was planning to have kind of a combo introduction, because they're both helping and supporting in our Ghana, our Accra, Ghana chapter. And so Ruby is our executive director, and Komi Klu from EMI Group is our chairboard. Ruby, feel free to introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about what you're doing, and also about the chapter updates, if that's possible.
Thank you, Cesar. Hello to everyone. So I'm Ruby Golo, and I cover Ghana. So I'm looking to connect with anyone interested in exploring Ghana with their products and services. We help with market entry support services, and we tailor our services to meet the client-specific needs. We do cover all sectors of the economy, so whatever you are doing, let us know. If you have any particular project ongoing and you need some ground support, then please reach out and let's have a conversation. In Ghana, we meet every last Tuesday of the month for Global Chamber. So we have an upcoming event, 25th of February, It's all about cybersecurity, an area that everybody should be prepared. And so I'll put the link in the chat, and for those interested, you can sign up, and then we will see you there. Thank you, Caesar. Back to you.
Thanks, Ruby. Are you still in the US?
I am indeed. I'm still in Michigan.
Awesome. A little bit of different in weather for sure. Awesome, awesome. Kami, welcome.
Thank you, Caesar. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Kami Klu. I'm the chairperson of the Accra board. Unfortunately, Ruby and I were currently in the US. Doesn't mean that we're going to remain in the US. I'm getting ready to head back to Africa within the next few weeks. And Ruby will be joining me shortly. That tells you how global our operations are. My company, Emerging Market Investment Group, advise clients who want to do business in Africa, pre-investment stage. We do all the non-financial risk, like Mark said, and we do corporate due diligence. Currently, we are finishing up a report on a client based in Ivory Coast, which is also called Cote d'Ivoire, trying to invest a lot of money in the US, but we have been retained to make sure that the money is clean, that he derives his income from legitimate sources. So we do it both ways. Clients want to invest in the US if they are from Africa. We can do the due diligence, we can do all the risk assessment, and vice versa. Investors based in the US who are interested in just investigating the opportunity. There's a lot of opportunities in Africa. Investigating the opportunities in Africa, we can help them. Thank you.
Thank you, Kami. And similar to what I asked Mark, what's hot in Ghana right now? And this is to both of you, Ruby and Kami. Kami, you maybe can cover in other areas, but what are the opportunities there for this year?
The opportunities we operate in, Globinar and I, we operate in the entire subcontinent of West Africa. So I will cover South Africa, West Africa. The opportunities are mostly in energy, because that's a big lack. Energy, renewable energy also is big, and foods production. I mean, our population is growing leaps and bounds. So we need to feed those people. We need to stop importing foods. So food, agro-processing is big. And of course, Africa being an emerging economy, anything that has to do with infrastructure, roads, technology investment, a lot of people overlook that. Technology investment in the technology area, like fiber optic, high tech. So there's a lot of opportunities, but those are the main sectors. Obviously, a lot of people know Africa for mining. We still have mining, and Ghana is trying to start refining the gold locally before we export it. So there are opportunities there, but our focus is no longer on natural resources. We in Africa, we are shifting our focus from natural resources to human resources. And a few countries in the region, Cote d'Ivoire is booming. Senegal is just another booming country. They have oil and gas and a lot of light manufacturing. And Nigeria, of course, and Ghana to top all of them. So there's a lot of opportunities there in West Africa. Ruby.
You have covered it very nicely. I just want to add on that we do have a new government in place. Ghana is very stable, and this new government plan is to reset Ghana and open the country for business. So this is the right time to look at Ghana and indeed other African countries that have all the opportunities. So please reach out to us, and we'll do the hand holding and make sure that you get your business out here. Thank you.
Thanks again, Ruby and Kami. Just make sure to put your contact details there. I see Doug. Doug, you want to say a few words?
Oh, I just wanted to listen in, Cesar. Thank you for the opportunity. Love the discussion today. Thanks everybody for contributing. Please do continue to reach out, especially over this coming year as we continue to upgrade our systems and hopefully make it a lot simpler to be able to get support through Global Chamber. We're doing a couple things. One is, accelerating our growth and our chapter development, and we brought on team members to be able to help facilitate that. And we've also got systems that we recognize need to be put in place to be able to better manage your value creation. So thank you for your support and collaboration. Thanks for hanging in there through this growth period. It's an interesting time around the world right now. We have to, or at least my recommendation is to keep both feet on the ground, maybe keep your mind out of the news and just focus in on what's important. And for us, what's important is trade, the opportunities around the world that all of you have highlighted are all over. Trade continues to increase, up 3% last year. It'll be up probably at least that much this year. The opportunities are endless, and those of us that are ahead of the game are looking at what the opportunities are across border will be ultimately see the benefits of focusing in on these right areas, which is trade is good. There's nothing we can do to stop it. Arguing against trade is like arguing against the laws of gravity, as Kofi Annan had mentioned. And so let's continue to do what's right. Thanks, Cesar, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Doug. So we're going to be moving forward to someone closer to you, Francis Ota, in LA. And Francis, I think you're coming from the Partner to Go Advisory Group. Welcome, Francis.
Thank you, Cesar. Nice to meet everybody here on the call. So I'm Francis Ota. I'm a partner at To Go Advisory Group, which is a interim fractional executive consulting firm. We are 35 partners, pretty much headquartered up in the Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area, Silicon Valley. I'm one partner down here in Los Angeles, a neighbor of Doug's. And we provide, as I mentioned, CFO, CEO, CIO, CTO, CCOs, executive services for companies who are moving from international bases to the US companies going abroad. And I'm a co-leader in the international business practice. And one of the areas that I'm growing is what I call ethnically owned businesses. These are businesses that are owned and started by immigrant families, first, second, third generation. And we help them scale from $5 to $12 million to the $20, $30, and $50 million. At a certain point, the internal resources of these companies and businesses, they cap out in terms of technical expertise or funding. They rely on internal funding, and they're ready to go out and get equity or debt, and we help them in preparation for that. So how I would love to connect with all of you, since this is such an international group, is if you have clients who are looking to come to the US or who are looking to expand outside of their home country, our firm, To Go Advisory Group, is ready to serve you. My background is as a CFO, particularly in medical device and diagnostics. But among our 35 partners, we have extensive industry experience across the board, from agricultural, manufacturing, high-tech growth companies, distribution, you name it. We have a partner who has had that experience. So looking forward to connecting with you all. I have my information on the chat, so look forward to connecting. Thanks very much, Cesar.
Hi,
Thank
Francis.
you very much.
I wanted to say something very quick. I've worked with medical devices for 17 years before I started my new company. I'm an expert in pacemakers, ICDs, CRT devices, all those implantable medical devices, programming, implanting, field clinical engineering. So would love to connect with you. Cesar, please connect us.
Tamara, that's great.
I will.
Also in my CFO experience, financial experience, I was with Medtronic, medical device pacemaker, bradycardia, tachycardia as well.
My rival, my all life rival.
Okay, but let's connect. I'd love to connect with you.
Yeah, I did gave them a hard time in South America. Medtronic, had a hard time with me. So that was fun.
We'll have great stories to tell.
Yes.
I will make sure to make that connection. Thank you very much, Tamer, and thanks, Francis. Make sure you put your contact details there in the chat in case you haven't. I see Daniel Dronsfield from EERM. Daniel, are you able to say a few words?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for everyone's time today, and great to meet you all and hear about all the different varieties of business we have on the call. So as Cesar said, I'm based in the Middle East, so based in our head office, which is in Dubai. We provide advice to individuals or companies that are looking to enter the region, from setting up the business entities in the various different jurisdictions available here, to providing visas, etc., for staff, and then ultimately relocating. So corporate services, immigration, and relocation are our three pillars of business. And we have offices in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and in Saudi Arabia as well, where we can provide that full suite of services across those two countries. And then we can also provide relocation services across the wider GCC as well. So from our perspective, we're here to help. If anyone knows any companies or individuals that are looking to enter the region, be great to hear from you.
Thanks, Daniel. Any particular industries that you're mainly working with? I'm pretty sure you can cover anything, but what about the experience of your company so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so as you said, we cover any industry, and there's quite a bit of regulation out here. So it's our 20th year operating in the region, so we've got a lot of experience dealing with a variety of industries. Ones at the moment that are sort of hot, I think it's the same across a lot of these countries. Is tech-enabled companies are we're seeing a big growth in them. The real estate industry in Dubai is absolutely booming at the moment. And then if you look, over the border in Saudi, there is not one sort of segment of industry that is doing better. They're growing every industry. They're trying to get towards a greater portion of their economy, which is non-oil revenue generating. And that seems to be the story across the Middle East. It's the same in the UAE. Abu Dhabi last year was the first time that non-oil revenue exceeded oil revenue. So they're massively investing in different industries to secure the future of the countries. And from our perspective, we're seeing a huge amount of people move in, whether that's companies or high net worth individuals. A lot of them are coming from Europe at the moment just because of the tax changes that have happened there. And we're well positioned to assist all of those.
Excellent. Thank you, Daniel. And I see Frank. Frank, are you still going to the Middle East in the coming weeks?
Yes, I'm going on the 17th to Dubai to our family office forum and staying there until 26th. So happy to meet you there.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. I'll put my my contact details in here, and great to meet whilst you're in town. And perhaps we can make some any introductions that we can in the country. We've got quite a decent network here. If there's any particular people you want to meet, etc., just let us know.
Wonderful. Perfect.
Great. Thanks. So let's move again back to Africa. I would like to ask Little Kelly. He's our new executive director in Cameroon. Kelly, are you able to say a few words? And if not, then move to Nihi. Nihi Sanusi. Hi, Nihi. And he's able to say a few words. Nihi in Lagos, Nigeria.
Hello, Cesar. Yeah,
How are
hello
you?
everyone. Yeah, I'm okay. Good to be here. My name is Nii Sanusi. I'm a lawyer in Lagos, Nigeria. Part of what I do is basically what Ruby has spoken about in Ghana, and so also to a good extent, Komi, except that they are in Ghana or they cover Ghana. I'm in Nigeria and I do Nigeria. As I say, I'm a lawyer as well. So we also have a network of lawyers across the continent. And so that helps us be able to reach out to quite a number of contacts that potential clients and global chamber members might require from time to time. So if you have any need across the continent, in Nigeria, and across West Africa as well, certainly, whether it be of a legal nature, of a corporate nature, even in some cases of a personal nature or private, we'll be happy to support and help in any way that we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nihi. I see we have Francisco Favela. Francisco, are you there? He's a new member in Mexico, Central Mexico, helping manufacturing companies to land into the country. Francisco, you're able to say a few words?
Yes, hello, Cesar. Good morning or afternoon, everyone. Yes, my name is Francisco. I work with U.S. companies in Mexico. I represent them in different capacities. I saw that some of our colleagues are in the realm of medical devices and stuff. I just returned from Anaheim, California. I attended the MDM West in Anaheim, which is the big medical show. And I would definitely love to connect with my colleagues specialized in medical devices. We do prototype parts for medical devices, and we work with the likes of Boston Scientific and Medtronics and some big companies like that. So I would definitely love to connect. I will leave my information on the chat, Cesar.
Thank you, Francisco. And you're located in Querétaro, Mexico, right?
Yes, I am located in Querétaro, Mexico. That is correct. Yes.
I did work for Guidant Corporation before it was Boston Scientific. So Boston Scientific acquired Guidant in 2006. I did work in Guidant until 2003. Would be interesting to talk to you too.
Absolutely. Yes, I would love to connect. I will put my information on the chat.
Nos vemos.
Claro que sí.
Francesco, also, I'm interested in meeting you, as I have a company from Israel. They have a great innovation as a medical device and looking for a strategic investor for production and manufacturing on a global scale. Yeah?
Yes, absolutely. Would love to connect.
Cool. Let's do.
Okay.
Awesome. That's perfect. People connecting. That's what we love. Pankaj and Kelly, just checking if you're able to say a few words now. And if not, and given that we have some time remaining, I would like to explore and do a quick breakout room, one-on-one breakout room, just to give.
Hey, Cesar.
Yeah,
Just
Pankaj.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, so I just came home. So just if anyone is looking for funding, we can help. Minimum is 5 million to 5 million to 5 billion. So we didn't do like a pre-seed, seed, and definite. We need a like a revenue and all details. So please reach out to Cesar. He can make the connection for us. Thank you so much.
Happy to help with that. Thank you, Pankaj. Sounds good. So I was saying, let's do a quick breakout room so you can all get a little bit more into connecting and exploring more things together. So it's gonna be randomly created. I'm just working on it right now. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna open the rooms and they just make sure you get a little bit more in details of what you're doing and the thing how you can help clients and all that. So the other person can also think more about prospect connection for you. And I'm gonna be hopping from room to room, and let's just do it for 5 minutes. So let's just get in there and see you soon. That's all for today. And if any of you has anything else to add, if you have any upcoming events and anything you would like to share, feel free to do so now.
Caesar, I have a favor and an offer that I threw in the chat. My favor to ask you is, as I was telling my breakout room, I had to have somebody work on my computer as I was in this meeting, so I apologize for being slightly rude and having a phone moving around as I was talking. But I didn't get to save the chat, so if you can save the chat and email it to me, I wanted to connect with all of you, and I usually do that when I'm not on my phone. So since I switched devices, I lost the chat and forgot that would happen. So please send that to me.
No
and then
worries. Yeah.
Thank you. And I wanted to note, I did leave in the chat a note and talk to my breakout room about, I'm having a meeting for a new group that's very B2B referral centric and heavy presence for US based. It's not as global as Global Chamber, and it's not as education focused. But if anyone wants to come to sort of an inaugural meeting of a chapter that I'm launching that has, again, B2B referral focus and heavy US, some global, and probably a nice contingent from New York City. It's on February 24th at noon Eastern. So just email me. I'll put my email again in the chat, and email me and let me know you want to come to this group as my guest. It is free on Zoom, and I will tell you all the details if you let me know. So I'll just put in February 24th at noon Eastern, and send me an email if you'd like to be invited to this or other meetings like it. You do not need to join the group. I just think it would be fun to get to know some people. And again, it's very much B2B referral oriented. Caesar, you're on mute.
Sorry for that. Thank you, Melanie. And yes, Jem is always sending the chat in the follow-up email, so you will get it. No worries.
Thank
And
you.
I will put right now the link to our calendar events, so you can take a quick look of what we're having this week and in the entire month. And in two I think it's actually in 1 hour, we're having the London meetup. So if any of you is interested in connecting more into the UK and our members there, feel free to join and enjoy the event with Katie and her team. So all right, so that's it for today. I really appreciate everyone who joined us, and I look forward to continue making introductions and you're bringing some opportunities for us. So, have a great day, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Thanks. Nice meeting everyone.
Bye-bye.